Love for all, hatred for none. But the first thing when you give love, you give compassion. You know, compassion is not something that's reactive, it's something that's proactive. We gotta get compassion to these kids, because at the end of the week, if we give that to them, they're gonna be giving it back. They're gonna miss you. They're gonna talk about you. You're gonna be in their head for maybe the rest of the summer, maybe into the school year, if you plant the right seeds.
My name is Isaiah. I've been living in Racine my whole life. Been a lot of gunshots going on and stuff. A lot of violence, robberies, polices, or people just shooting in the air just to be shooting.
Is that scary for you?
No.
Recently, you know, what's going on in the news with all the riots and, you know, the police brutality and, you know, all the politics that's involved. We wanted to take a step back and focus on the youth. And this was a great opportunity to do that, because we're at the Brace Center, and, you know, there's a quote outside of the building where it says, nations cannot be reformed without the reformation of the youth.
Raise your hand if where you're from you hear gunshots in the neighborhood. Put your hands down. Anybody in here got a dream? Raise your hand if you know what you want to be when you grow up. And I say, young man, I give him his space, and I say, what you want to be when you grow up, and he'll wave me off. And I say, young man, what you want to be when you grow up, and he'll look me dead in the eye, like I'm looking you in the eye right now, and excuse my language and say, don't come out here talking about no damn dream. Because where I come from, we don't make it past the age of 21.
More than just basketball, we use basketball like a metaphor, and the things that we teach in basketball can also be applied in these kids' daily lives.
Friday you go after test, right? If you don't do your homework, how you gonna do a test? Not so good, right? Same thing in basketball. If you don't do skill stations, if you don't drill yourself and learn the fundamentals and get repetition with the fundamentals, you're not gonna be very good. Same thing in life. It's about the process. All right, it's about the process.
These kids need a sense of belonging, and when they're going to be told that you're on the Lakers or the OKC Thunder or the Kentucky, we're going to see bright smiles on their faces, and that's just going to come from, they don't really have that support system maybe at home or in the community, but for at least 1 week they'll have a coach or a team and feel like they belong to something bigger than themselves.
Hey, welcome to Chicago. I'm Coach K. What's your name? Amir Spencer.
Something that makes this camp unique is the kids that we're serving. I don't think they'd otherwise have an opportunity to attend a camp, a basketball camp, with this type of structure and this type of leadership.
How are we bringing these young people to another level and a different understanding of Islam? All the counselors in the camp are Muslim, and they're Ahmadis, and so we become their role model. In many of their homes, they don't have fathers. So I saw finding kids running up and hugging their coaches, and kids running up, and you could see it in their eyes that they were making a connection. And the connection is that the male role models in their life were Ahmadi Muslims. We didn't have to talk to them about Islam. We were showing them what Islam was by not even mentioning the word about Islam, by the love that we showed for them that is absent in their life. Allah has really showered blessings upon us in the camp, and every moment that we have spent here with these kids has been a moment that I would have not wanted to do anything else with my life at that particular moment, but to share whatever Allah has given me with all the young people who came here.
These kids, what they really want, they want structure. They want everything that they can get from a conventional family, where you have a mother, father, and father goes out and works and provides. This is what these kids ultimately want. They might not be able to communicate that, but they respond to any type of structure, any type of authority that's, you know, a compassionate authority. There's kids that other coaches have that I know that I've had problem with around the center in the past, or maybe Jamil has. And in my mind, I might think, well, man, this guy by the end of the week, he might get kicked out of the camp. But then when I talk to the coach, it's like, nah, he's one of my top guys. He's a big time helper. He's this, he's that. So, you know, the growth is definitely there.
I like to greet campers as they come in. Remember high-fiving them on Monday? And there's a lot of hesitancy. Who's this person? Who's this male figure trying to touch me, high-five me? But all the way till today, I mean, they're coming out high-fiving me before I can even get to them.
We have teachers who are reacting to their anger and not understanding that their anger comes from the pain of the absence of something. And in many ways, we've been able to fulfill that for them, and they have responded to us like they are our children.
We had a student yesterday who got into it. He got fouled hard. He had a fit. And us three, we went in the office and talked to him. Today during the drill, I saw him foul another kid hard. And right after the drill, he walked up to him and said, "Hey, my bad. I apologize for that." I mean, that's leaps and bounds just in one day.
God is all seeing, sees everything. So what you gotta remember, when you mistreat somebody and you do something wrong, there's someone who always sees what you do. You can call God by many names, but at the end of the day, there's a God inside each one of us that we have to be accountable to.
One of these kids, I was just looking over them, and he was fighting a lot. Later on in the day, we had a guest speaker come in.
Raise your hand if you know somebody under the age of 21 who lost their life to violence.
He raised his hand up.
You lost your brother? What happened to him? He died?
He said, "My brother died." And I was shocked. You could almost see him about to cry. And I couldn't believe it. I was about to cry. Watching him, I understood why all these kids are so angry and, why they're so upset. It's not because they are angry with everyone. No, it's because they're projecting the anger and the hurt, the pain that they feel inside of themselves. After seeing that, I couldn't do anything but give that kid a hug.
Reese on Monday was like fighting a bunch of kids and stuff, but now like after 2 or 3 days of talking him out of it and stuff and helping him realize like what it is to really be on a team, Reese intentionally pushed some kid on the court and he felt so bad about it that he came up to me and basically he just goes, "Coach D, like if that happens again, take me out of the game because I should like make the sacrifice for it and stuff like that. Like I didn't mean to do that, but I also have to learn and realize that what I did was wrong."
In order to become a better basketball player and a better human being, you have to learn to take criticism, all right, from those who care about you. If we didn't care about you, we wouldn't be saying the stuff we're saying, all right? Everything that we've been doing here, I tie back to the philosophy, the teachings of Islam, and, the 3 human actions. Right at the beginning on day 1, we're dealing with the youth of a community that incites evil. And each and every day, we're teaching them how to reprove. And if we can get them to do that, eventually, inshallah, they'll become a soul at rest, a human being that turns the natural states to moral states. And they try to flow towards Allah, and they try to ascend to Him. And that's ultimately what we're doing. And we're getting these instances of where the campers are trying to reprove themselves, by coming to seek our guidance and seek our help.
They are listening much better and they're responding much better to directives. And for me, that's an enormous growth for them because a lot of the kids, I deal with them on a daily basis. If we really want to spread Ahmadiyya and the message of Ahmadiyya through the fabric of the urban communities in America and around the globe, we have to have places like Tabray Center. I just saw a greater bonding where kids weren't listening as well, and there was a general bonding where then they started looking for you to give them instruction, looking for you to give you a hug. You didn't have to go pursue a hug. They'd come up and hug you first thing in the morning. I see them do this with coaches, people that they've only known for 3 days. Most of them are your kids, and I said, no, they're all our kids. And that's one of the problems that we have nationwide is a lot of people who work with our kids see them as our kids and not their kids. If you are my brother and I am your brother, then your child is my child. And once you take that concept and we've had that in totality, it takes on a spiritual aura that the young people are feeling and responding to. And I'd be very honest with you, almost every one of them can feel it. and they express it in their actions.
Losing happens. It's just part of the game, right? What are you going to do next time? That's what we got to focus on. Right? So everything that we did bad this game, we need to take it to the next game and make the win happen. All right? Feel me? All right. You're all right.
We've just really touched the tip of the iceberg. We really have. In this short binding in a week, if we do this annually, we will have hundreds of Ahmadis running around in these urban communities around this nation in a very short time. I would stake my life on that.